Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Imaan Betteridge.
Thank you, Russell, for that introduction, and thank you all for the incredible opportunity to be here tonight. I feel truly honoured to continue the renewed tradition of the school captains coming to speak today, and I'm very grateful to Russell for making this happen, so thank you. Before I start, I'd like to quickly address the elephant in the room. I am English. So forgive me if my... So forgive me if my knowledge of the famed poet and bird suppers themselves is a bit rusty. This is my first time ever being involved in something like this. However, it's really exciting to be here, and researching for this speech has given me the opportunity to learn much more about Scottish culture and history, and to read some slightly less than savoury poems. Now I'd like to take the time to thank Angus for his toast to us lassies. It can be rare we hear much appreciation for the effort we put into dealing with men, so it's nice to have some recognition for once. I'm no poet, but I'll try my best to respond to your compliments as eloquently as I can, though I know Burns would put us both to shame with his words of gratitude. I think the easiest way to reply to the laddies is to start by lightheartedly making fun of them, so I'll tell you a story. A few years ago, my group of friends ran a Secret Santa before Christmas, and guess whose name I pulled out of the hat? It's a running joke that Angus here can't handle spicy food. So I decided to buy him a small bottle of Nando's medium hot sauce at Tesco, along with some chocolate to cleanse his palate. About a week later, Angus sent me a photo of the meal he had made with my gift. This is that meal. For those of you that can't see, it is a piece of plain seeded brown bread with a pile of ripped up ham in the middle and a splodge of hot sauce on top. If anyone would like a close-up, please come find me. Angus, where would you be without the women of your household? I can personally say that both your mum and your sister are both talented cooks. It's unfortunate the gene hasn't passed on. As Angus mentioned, Burns loved his women, and had many of them, but I'd like to draw attention to a more specific theme he writes of, finding the one true love. He once said, "It is natural for a young fellow to like the acquaintances of females, and customary for him to keep them company when occasion serves. Some one of them is more agreeable to him than the rest. There is something, he knows not what, pleases him, he knows not how, in her company. This I take to be what is called love with the greatest part of us." So yes, Robert would have been on Instagram and Tinder, but he also understood the importance of learning to love the one. However, from what I've heard, there were probably multiple women he thought were the one. Oh well, it's a thought and the romantic poetry that counts. It's important to highlight how different the world now is in regards to us women and the roles in society we play. We're not just the housewives anymore, we're entrepreneurs, educators, and to quote Stella Anderson, last year's head girl, we're full of opinions. Yes, opinions, plural. I am lucky to live in a community surrounded and supported by strong women, and I have those role models to thank for inspiring me to work hard and achieve as much as I could, if not more, than my male counterparts. One of the very few times I've actually been inspired by a man happened this week. When I read the part of Angus's toast where he takes the time to thank his twin sister Ishbel, I thought it might be a good idea to mention the important lads in my life. My dad, who's here today, the strongest man I know, has played a massive role in me becoming the woman I am today. I truly don't know what I would do without you. Yes, we may have had mashed potatoes one too many times this week. But your support is the majority of what gets me up in the morning ready to try. I'll never stop appreciating the calls I get when you're double checking what flavour of chocolate I want or which bottle of shampoo I've run out of. I reckon as far as men go, you're probably about as good as it gets. There's also my little brother who puts a smile on my face every day, and my boyfriend Andrew who occasionally manages to make me laugh. I found it difficult to find a quote to end this toast with, as there are apparently over 200 of Mr. Burns' works pertaining to his love of women. I decided to end with a well-known flower and what we sang with Scott Christie, if I can't sing. Oh, my love's like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love's like the melody that's sweetly played in tune. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. If the ladies would please stand, and for the lads, toast.
Lassies.